and welcome to this, the Sunset Safari, from various locations around South Africa. Where am I? From where does this disembodied voice come? Is it on the vehicle? Is it from the sky? Or is it from the midst of this beautiful field of cider cordifolia? It is the last of these options. My name is James Hendry, and I thought that starting amongst these beautiful flowers would be a very good way to start this drive. We have got Bokamoso BK Malinga on camera. His vast muscles will shortly push his thumb out in front of the lens when he has stopped zooming in. And during the course of the drive, we'd love to have your questions and comments, please. You can send them to us on whatever platform happens to suit you. Also, it is beholden on me to tell you that we have a donate button now on our website, and by clicking that donate button, you can help us continue to do these live drives, and you can help us continue to deliver them to people who can't afford subscriptions, and also to kids. We're going to be starting up our kids program again very soon. Now here we have got a squirrel, and this is a Smith's bush squirrel, or a tree squirrel, and it is a junior version thereof, and I think that it is as interested in us as we are in it. Excuse me. It is sitting on a little branch, not high off the ground, observing us and looking down into a little erosion gully. It's almost posing. I'm not sure what its aim is for the day. Probably just to stay alive. If I was a squirrel, that would be my only aim. Rather crucially, for the purposes of our game drive, this Smith's bush squirrel is not alarm calling. And that means that Maripse is either about to eat this squirrel, or much more likely, he's not around where we are. Tail giving us a little flick. He's definitely not full grown. I mean, they don't get much bigger than that, but they will get a little bit bigger. And I wonder if he lives close by. I'm sure he lives close by. There's a large dead knobthorn, which has probably got a few holes in it, and I suspect that's where he lives. Constantly aware. Oh, hello. It's nice to see you. Don't go away. Stay with us just for a little while. Have a chat. It's a young bull. He's just showing us that he's very tough and strong. We are very impressed by you. This is my favorite kind of interaction. A young male mammal who is taking the time to investigate and learn and discover the world. Happy.
Now when an elephant cow disappears like that, you know the grass is long.
Unfortunately, these female look like just block the way. There's one of the tiny little elephant that is lying down on the ground. In most cases, the movement of the whole head, it's also determined on the youngster. If the youngster, all of them, they feel like they're so tired, there's no time for them to move, they do lie down. Then it takes all the female to graze around and give opportunity for the youngster to rest and gain again when it comes to energy. Then they can move together with the mothers. And it's really important for us to know that, as you can see, these elephants are all here. It looks like more than 20. They can be in the same picture of the head that we have seen. They can be roughly up to 50, 40, 60, easy on that way. Wow. It is magic right here. Beautiful. Really, it looks like very active young ones that's always working. The whole youngster that are lying down in order to get up and move. And it's time now. Maybe it's been signaled by the matriarch. It's time to move. Maybe they'll start to move. This particular young, well, it could be a young man. The way he's having more energy in order to wake up all those young elephant that lined up. Some of them are even bigger than her. They might be almost 2 years in the reach. She is more like, I would believe, less than 6 months.
Always love about these elephants or this dam itself. I've been very fortunate here at Ulobeng Dam. Ulobeng Dam. Yesterday we were here we had those, was it this morning? Oh, it was this morning we had those hyenas here. Cindy D, I mean, it's a big male, 6 tons. So, out of that 6,000 kilograms, what do you think? I'll say maybe 100, 150 kilograms. How's about that? I think it's definitely heavy. I think, like, you know, if you just have to pick up a male's trunk, it's, you know, definitely, you know, do your back, you know, because I think it's so heavy. But look at that light, that light is hitting them so beautiful. And that's a very, very sharp golden light that's coming through.
Okay, and we've managed to find ourselves a nice herd of buffaloes here at Kariga. You can see they're kind of tucked up right against the edge of that Albany thicket there. And that looks like it has been the spot where they more than likely have settled down for their little midday siesta. And I feel like that's a pretty good spot for them to have chosen. So like we were kind of saying, today's been quite a breezy and windy day here at Kariga. And often this little section where we are now is a little bit more protected from this hillside that is behind the buffalo, as opposed to the more sort of completely open areas. There go some warthogs in the front. Oh, look, there's a little jackal running to the right. The warthog has been chasing the jackal. Look at that. Wow. I didn't even see that jackal there. All happening this afternoon. There are vervet monkeys alarm calling at something in the background. I'm not too sure what's got their interest. Look at that, now we've got a rhino that's joined the scene as well. This is too good.
Oh, she's going to walk behind us. Of course she is. Sorry about that, Olaf, but we have Tlalamba, and she's coming back to her carcass very slowly. And here she is. Hello, beautiful. She's tentative. She doesn't know what's happened since she's been away. She knows exactly where it is. Sheena, take a deep breath. We were busy spotting woodpeckers in the tree, and Sheena spotted the woodpecker. We managed to finally frame it up, and as soon as we framed it up, I looked over Sheena's shoulder and I said, there she is, and you nearly gasped there, didn't you?
Sure, that was That was disturbingly and unusually exciting. I mean, I think that's a painted reed frog. They come in various different colours, you see. They're not actually that easy to identify. Now I must find my frog app and just make sure. Obviously, we can't see the colour of the thing because it's in black and white. But I'm 99% sure that that's a painted reed frog. Yes, it is. Nice. Nice one. Hyperoleus marmoratus. It's a lovely Latin name. Hyperoleus marmoratus. That is going to be the end of the sunset safari today. I'm going to stop here and greet you all by looking you in the eye. So thank you very much for your questions and comments. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow at 05:30. Until then, good night.